The ground is shifting beneath Africa's feet. Chad's transitional president, Mahamat Idriss Déby Itno, has made a thunderous announcement. Chad is seeking to join the Alliance of Sahel States, a revolutionary bloc that has shaken the foundations of French influence and exposed the deep failures of traditional African institutions. What was once a bold experiment by Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger is rapidly becoming a continental movement. Now, with Chad expressing its intent to join, the AES is not just a regional alliance. It is a Pan-African uprising. This landmark declaration came just weeks after President Déby's high-profile state visit to Ouagadougou in early 2025. That trip, cloaked to symbolism and strategy, now appears to have been the prelude to a radical realignment. Chad, long seen as a loyal pillar of French military operations in the Sahel, is turning its back on its colonial past and embracing a new vision, one rooted in sovereignty, unity, and African self-determination. The timing is no accident. It reflects growing disillusionment across the continent with neo-colonial dependency, political stagnation, and the toothless bureaucracy of bodies like the African Union, ECO, and ECOWAS. These organizations, once beacons of continental hope, have become symbols of inaction and foreign influence. The Alliance of Sahel States, born out of the Liptako-Goma Charter in September 2023, is emerging as the most radical rejection of that old order. Led by dynamic figures like Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, Colonel Assimi Goïta of Mali, and General Abdel-Rhamane Haggar of Niger, the AES has taken unprecedented steps, expelling French troops, nationalizing national resources, and withdrawing from ECOWAS. Presidential advisor Ali Abdel-Rhamane, citing deep-rooted cultural, historical, and political ties with its Sahelian neighbors, Haggar stated, Chad shares the same cultures as its neighbors in the Sahel region. What is happening within the AES countries interests us in more than one way. He emphasized Chad's growing alignment with the AES's core principles: absolute sovereignty, anti-corruption, and a commitment to ending poverty. For Chad, the AES is more than an alliance, it's a homecoming. Haggar outlined a transformative roadmap for Chad's integration, joint infrastructure projects, oil transport corridors, and free trade zones that could unlock the Sahel's vast, untapped potential. He also offered a fierce critique of foreign interference, stating that inter-community conflicts are often manufactured by foreign powers to sow division and maintain control. This isn't Chad's first signal. On May 13, 2025, Chad's Minister of Communications, Gassim Charif, publicly declared support for AES membership, calling it a strategic imperative. The announcement sent shockwaves through Western capital. Once a linchpin of France's security architecture in the region, Chad's pivot is symbolic. If formalized, its entry would expand the AES to 4 nations, covering over 5 million square kilometers and representing a population of more than 100 million. It's a seismic expansion of both geographic influence and political weight, and it sends a chilling message to neocolonial actors. Africa is reclaiming its agency. The AES was not born in conference halls. It was forged in the crucible of crisis. Military takeovers in Mali 2020, Burkina Faso 2022, and Niger 2023 were initially dismissed by Western media as threats to democracy. But within 2 years, these nations achieved what decades of Western bad leadership couldn't. French troops expelled, ECOWAS abandoned, natural resources reclaimed, local industries revitalized. Niger, for example, has become Africa's fastest growing economy, driven by the nationalization of its uranium industry. Burkina Faso's gold is now funding social services instead of lining the pocket of foreign firms. Mali, once plagued by jihadist insurgency, reports historic gains since turning its back on French military support. At the heart of this revolution is Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the 35-year-old leader of Burkina Faso. Young, principled, and unapologetically Pan-African, Traoré has captured the imagination of millions. His speeches echo the defiance of Thomas Sankara, his policies mirror the vision of Kwame Nkrumah, and his actions speak louder than decades of empty rhetoric from the AU. We do not ask that anyone intervene to affect our destiny, he declared in a now viral speech. Traore's nationalization of gold mines, investment in agriculture, and military partnerships with Russia have transformed Burkina Faso from a fragile state into the heart of a growing movement. Online, he is lionized by a new generation of Africans from Nairobi's to Lagos who see in him the leader their continent has been waiting for. Where the AU has stalled, the AES has surged. While the AU issues communiques, the AES builds roads, reforms economies, and fields a joint military force. ECOWAS, meanwhile, imposed sanctions and threatened military action. Only to watch the AES break free and gain popular support, the alliance's common flag, biometric passports, and plans for a shared currency are not abstract dreams. They are already underway. And now countries like Togo and Chad are knocking on the door. The contrast is damning. The AU, bloated with donor money and political gridlock, has become a cautionary tale. The AES is becoming a blueprint. Chad's potential entry into the AES is more than a headline. It's a rallying cry. A bold affirmation that Africa's future belongs to Africans, not the institutions and empires of the past. As the Sahel rises from Ouagadougou to Niamey, a message reverberates across the continent. Africa is done waiting. The AES is not just a political bloc. It's a movement, it's a revolution, and it's only just begun. For decades, Africa was told that it needed permission to rise. The Alliance of Sahel States has shattered that illusion. Chad's decision marks a historic turning point, a declaration that Africa will chart its own course, led by those willing to fight for it. The Sahel is no longer just a battleground. It is the birthplace of Africa's rebirth. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Love hearing from you, and your support means the world. Help this channel grow, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us.